Hello and welcome to today's product review of the Dual Landmine Core Trainer. I will be talking about the trainer itself, give you a description, talk about the pros and cons, and we'll also show you a few exercises that you can do with your athletes. Okay, so here we go. The Dual Landmine Core Trainer is a double-barrel ground-based core training tool that allows you to develop total body and core strength and power, especially via rotational exercises for athletes of all skill levels. The solid, easy to set up, adjustable ground unit is a must-have training tool because you can do dual bar movements, train in 360 degrees of motion, and do lots of different exercises with one or two athletes at a time, such as trunk rotation exercises, squats, deadlifts, lunges, rows and presses. Now the Landmine Core Trainer has a few pros. First and foremost, its value, because you can do tons of exercises with this one tool, whether it's presses, lunges, deadlifts, rotational exercises. There's really a ton. Now, another thing that we have is that it allows for 360 degrees of range of motion, which is great. You can also work with one or two athletes, and since it's a ground unit, it's very stable. It's also very easy to set up, and the weight is about 25 pounds, which means that you can also take it on the road with you if you want to continue to work out. Now the cons of the Landmine Core Trainer are really just its design. It's not really that pretty visually, but it gets the job done. Another factor is that the pivoting units cannot be fixated, which means that the unit can become a little bit bulky when you're moving it or when you're taking it with you. Next, I'm going to introduce you to a few exercises that you can do with your athletes using the Landmine Core Trainer. Next, I'm going to give you a brief description of the exercises and also give you a few pointers what to look for. Now, the first exercise I want to introduce you to are the trunk rotations. And so you basically are in athletic stance, meaning the feet are shoulder width apart, knees are slightly bent. You want to make sure that the chest is out, shoulder blades together, hands are straight, the bar is right in front of you. Now, you want to make sure that the rotation occurs at the trunk level, and you want to make sure that the head is moving with the barbell. Okay, you rotate to the right and to the left, and the head moves with the bar to the right and to the left. All the action occurs in the trunk, and the further away you hold the bar, meaning if the arms are straight, the more challenging the exercise becomes. Now, if you feel that the exercise is too easy, then you can load the bar using plates and then use some safety clips for safety considerations in case something happens. Now, next I want to use you to a squat and press exercise. And this exercise is great because it's a biplanar exercise. The squatting movement occurs on the frontal plane, and the pressing action is in the sagittal plane. Great exercise because you have to stabilize everything through the core. So basically, here's how we go. So you can do it to the right side and with the left side, whatever you prefer. So you have the bar out in front. Again, the feet you position shoulder width apart. You want to make sure that during the squatting action that the weight is distributed through the heels. So here we go. So you go into the squat and you come up and you press forward. Now, then you can switch, hold the arm out. Again, go into the squat, keep everything together. And now you come up and you press. Now, if you want to do variation, a little bit more challenging is that once you come up with the press, you can have hip flexion on one leg. So I demonstrate it, so here we go. So we're going to go into the squat, press, and on one leg. Now in conclusion, The Dual Landmine Core Trainer is a great training tool, especially for athletes, because it allows for a great variety of exercises. Whether you want to do lunges, presses, or rotational exercises, the Landmine Core Trainer is ideal, especially for athletes, because you really want to optimize energy transfer, the core, because it's important for power output, and many sports require rotation, like tennis, golf, baseball, for example.